members of the chairman and members of the standing committees of the forum, gentlemen of the press, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
With complete gratitude to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we wish to welcome you to the Secretariat of the Kaduna Dawla Unity and Progress Forum, where we are gathered to express the forum's stand on the political situation in the Republic of Niger, as per the recent resolution of ECOWAS and the implication on the peace and stability of Nigeria and Niger, in particular, and West African sub-region in general. The forum is a registered non-partisan grassroots organization whose main aim is to enhance the development, peace, and progress of Kaduna State and our nation. Its membership is drawn from all strata of Kaduna State population. It has chapters in all the 34 local government areas of the state and people living in the diaspora. We have carefully reviewed the efforts and responses of the heads of state of the ECOWAS to resolve the ongoing tension, and are of the opinion that the steps taken by ECOWAS under the leadership of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu will have negative effects, which will lead to socio-economic and political disruption in the West African sub-region, and may result in turning the region into a theater of proxy war between the superpowers. This will provide an easy ground and sanctuary for our local and foreign adversaries to facilitate physical and psychological assault on our country and threaten our strategic national interests. We firmly believe that the situation in the Niger Republic should not be an excuse for NATO, Russia, and other superpowers to demonstrate their military prowess. After accepting consultations with a cross-section of the people of Kaduna State, the forum has resolved to declare its opposition and rejection of the unfortunate ECOWAS resolution for military intervention against the military junta in the Republic of Niger. We wish to unequivocally reject any intention, resolution, or declaration by anybody, country, or organization under whichever guise to militarily invade the Republic of Niger in order to restore democracy, because it is purely thought of, ill-conceived, and deliberately designed to cause more harm than good, not only to the Nigerians, but also on the people living in the northern states of Nigeria, who inhabit the long stretch of the international border spanning Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, Katsina, Jigawa, and Borno states. The ECOWAS resolution on this situation is more of an act of impulse than a carefully calculated decision, as the protocol may have rightly provided for a military solution. Only one recourse to diplomacy and consultations failed. This procedure of using non-military options was applied in the case of Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, and the Gambia. In the present case, however, the cat is being put before the horse, which we consider as unfair and insulting to the national pride of Nigerians. It is therefore not rational for the Nigerian military rulers to reject any diplomatic overtures which will follow after the abuse of their national independence. Another disturbing phenomenon is that ECOWAS members are not unanimous in endorsing the military action. The open declaration of support from Mali, Burkina Faso, and Guinea, as well as Algeria, which is outside ECOWAS, is an indication that ECOWAS has not done its homework properly, but rather has the decision to unleash the destruction of the country and the neighboring northern Nigerian states, as well as the involvement of other countries for and against, which will eventually turn into a prolonged, widespread war for the whole Sahel region. Already our region is awash with uncontrolled gun trade, banditry, and insurrection, thus giving the arms manufacturing nations of NATO, USA, and Russia the fertile grounds to freely test the capacities of their weapons. The forum wonders if ever the federal government of Nigeria has considered the long-standing relationship between the two nations before spearheading this unfortunate misadventure. The intricate interdependence between the peoples living in the two countries in terms of cultural, political, economic, and religious affairs It's a common knowledge that ought to guide our policy makers to trade with extreme caution, so as not to trigger the dislocation and destruction of harmonious coexistence between Nigeria and Niger. Furthermore, the principle of non-interference in the internal affairs of other countries, as exposed in all international treaties, is grossly abused by this declaration. The decision to disconnect Niger Republic with electricity from Nigeria may also likely have negative consequences on us. The hastily adopted ECOWAS resolution resulting in the Republic of Niger's border and airspace closure all indicate the latest aggressive tendencies which intimidate and threaten the sovereignty and national pride of the Republic of Niger and its people. Notwithstanding that, the ECOWAS has reviewed its ultimatum on military action, it is noteworthy that the advancement of troops and military hardware on standby is still an intimidation and a threat to the Republic of Niger, which is likely to hinder any diplomatic progress for peace, understanding, and reconciliation of the standoff situation. ECOWAS or Nigeria, for that matter, should not violate the sovereignty of the Nigerian people. In view of the foregoing, the Forum wishes to 1. Reiterate its stand that the best antidote against coups is good governance, founded on the basis of free, fair, and credible election. 2. Call on President Tinubu and the federal government of Nigeria to desist from supporting any aggression towards the Republic of Niger and its people. Doing so is in effect undertaking a proxy war for NATO and its allies, and will negatively and tragically affect people living in the southern states of Nigeria. It also amounts to self-inflicted injury by the federal government of Nigeria on its people, especially those living in northern states, who will definitely be affected by the war. 3. Impress on President Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to turn attention inwards and address the lingering troubles of insecurity, kidnapping, poverty, and corruption, which have made life in Nigeria quite unbearable. Rather, concerted efforts should be further intensified in addressing the key security challenges pervading all over the country. He should remember that he is first and foremost the president of Nigeria before becoming the leader of ECOWAS. 4. Commend the governors of states sharing common border with the Republic of Niger, especially Governor Duku Umar Radda and the Northern State Senators Caucus, and we wish to further call on all state governors, members of national and state assemblies, traditional and religious leaders, and the general public to stand up stoutly against this declaration of war. We have already reached out to our state government, national and state assembly legislators, and the emirs of Katsina and Daura. The forum calls on ECOWAS to review its decisions thoroughly, stop taking half-hearted measures for peace, and accept that the initial resolutions are not good enough for peaceful approachment. Finally, we invite our fellow students in other political zones of the Federation to support our stand against the proposed ECOWAS military action and the military administration in the Niger Republic. We should know that our national interests will be most affected when we violate existing bilateral agreement with the Republic of Niger, while our security will also be threatened. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless and guide and protect the peace and progress and development of Katsina State in Nigeria. Thank you very much.